comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let's get this round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Big counter. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Had the radar up and running. Okay, they trade hits. Big, low, reaching heavy. Life lead opens up. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Knockout and... burnout activates. The kick hits! Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and buy. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Time to sit on the lead. Perfect boom! Anti-air drops him. Both fighters planning something? Player one needs to use the... Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that driver in there. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Let's get this mission started.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Player two in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super? Got their eye on the air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Next hit will end the round. Checks him with the boom. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Brushes off the impact. A parry? Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Experiencing burnout. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player two brushes that off and keeps going. Somersault kick. Knockdown a super art. Pops for the level one Vulcan. Burnout activates. Reads the jump in perfectly. They return to center stage. Finishes it with the anti-air. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one. Fight.
They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Stops the attack by using the drive parry. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. was looking for that jump attack. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Nails the anti-air. Can they convert this punish counter off KO? Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Overdrive art. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Good somersault kick. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Player 1 bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going in? In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That overhead was a bit obvious. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Nails the anti-air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. This is a critical point of the round where they can't squander this punish counter chance. A super art? They're going for the super art in there. Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Perfect input, not letting up. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge, now's the time. Checks him with the boom. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Medium kick hits. Uses their drive gauge. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on the drive rush to keep it going. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Gotta do better than that. What? Punish counter on the action. Just there's a burnout. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Got him. Oh, but it closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let's get this round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs, denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity, gets the jump in. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them to negate the block. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive in. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Check with a hold your breath. Were they baiting them into that? A drive impact. Will this super art turn up the heat? A quick breather. Player 2 will need to play it conservative. Hit them with a stopping bomb. He uses the gauge for a super art. Shreds them with a sonic hurricane. Nice damage. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Immediate jumping. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Turning it right up with a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
My magnum open! Did that stick?
Player 2 with the lead. Wow, Seth waiting for this opening. Punish counter on reaction. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Both sides getting ready. Knocked them out of the air. Player 1 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Nothing stops this train. All the throw connects. What now? Noticeable clutch anti-air. Are you kidding me? Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Takes a trip. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Knockdown. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Will that drive impact get punished? And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Gets the counter hit throw. no escape from the throw. Player experiencing burnout, so they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of super art. Shreds them with a Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. Now, can they finish the job? Going in, Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. A quick breather. Finds the target. It's a good spot to use the super. Kids want to finish. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Quick medium poke. Checks him with the boom. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Player 1, were they thinking? Reads the jump in perfectly. Shrugs that off. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Player 2. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Medium kick. Impact counter. Ooh, that's so sick. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Hits the drive. Checks him with the boom. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. That drive impact is blocked. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Drive rush to keep it going. The kick hits! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. There's an overdrive art. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? They are not afraid to let the overdrive art experiencing burnout. The fighters continue, hits them with a stop and bop. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Their spacing is so on point right now. But Hoop knocked them out of the air. Connects with medium kick. Connects with the throw. Forward rush. Gotta do better than that. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Blocks it. Good somersault kick. This is a critical moment. What are they gonna do? One player clutch anti-air. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 comes away with the win.
A new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let's get this mission started. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Neither of them willing to back off. Yo, put that away. Checks him with the boom. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sonic boom! Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Hits them with a stop and block. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. Player 2 will look to apply. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Solid anti-air. They get the stun. This is a huge opportunity to end the round quickly. Not much life left, but their drive usage is flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Let's loose the boom. Final round. The low kick hits. Player 2 had a rough go of it last round due to poor drive down. But there's still time to adapt and turn this match around. What are they gonna do? The drive impact doesn't work. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. A jump in, reads the jump in perfectly. Overdrive arrow kick. Okay, here we go. A drive rush. Burns out. Punish counter sets the table. What's next? Impact squash. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW. Oh, hits the critical art. They gotta bust out the program, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. Get hands on them with attention. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Put them on notice. Player 2 has gotta be.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let's go. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Oh! Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. You have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. So little life left. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping to KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets a risky buff in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Big opportunity now in this corner. Brushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. But just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1. Fight.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good anti-air.
My turn.
Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Will they be able to manage what little drive games they have? Taking stock. Player 2 is maintaining the corner, opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Had the radar up and running. Scrapping it, springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Sneaks in above. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2, it's a good spot to use the super. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
What's wrong? Get up.
Withdraw super art incoming. Can they create an opportunity for themselves? There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Why does that KO? Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Strings it all together. Decent damage. What's next? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Taking stock. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Knockdown with a super art connect. Spends it on the super art. Player 2 can't use any more drive without burning out. Takes a trip. It's been a fight, so both players decide to stand down and catch their breath. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Attempts to break, they were not clear for takeoff. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Oh, what's this? Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Dashes forward. Gets a risky buff in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Blocks it. Player 2 is dominating this match. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Shreds them with the Sonic Hurricane. Nice damage. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but hits the drive. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Perfect execution with the anti-air. How will they utilize this? Sets up with the jump in. Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Pumps the brakes on the impact. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Springs forward with the drive rush. Hits them with a stop and bop. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this rate. This can lead to some big damage. All the throw connects. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player's punish counter sets the table. Turning it right up with a super. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Really putting an ND and whooping ass to work. Player 2 is in a very wall splat in flatline zone. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Player 2 has the life advantage. There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. What's the play here? Goes for the drive rush there. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Beautiful setup with that attack. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Decides to buff up while they can. Sonic boom. Jumps in. Brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to impress with this super. Player 1 has the life advantage. Time to sit on the lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Big opportunity now in this corner. Going in, barely blocks the jump-in. Play it cool, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. In there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Medium kick hits. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Ups the damage on that by opting to... This is gonna hurt. Player 1 will look to apply impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Where you bring that MD and whooping ass to work. Plant drive rush. Okay, here. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Player 1 can't let this simmer. Grounds them from above. Corrects them. Rushes in. Solar plexus strength. Player 1 can't use any. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, putting it off. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Knocked him out of the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Low heavy trips them up. The move whips and they get nailed with a punishment. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. A quick breather. From upstairs. Here comes the corner pressure. What's this Shikuhara gonna do? Excellent read. Experiencing burnout. This can lead to some KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, still slugging it out here. Player 1 with the life lead. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Player 2, burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Oh no, they're stunned. Both fighters are out of drive. Looking to impress with this super. The big flex. The broken jaw. Shin Shoryuken. Player Brock super hard incoming. Excellent read. A real test of nerves here. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Uses their drive game. Both sides getting ready. Here's the burnout. Player 1, a fireball at that range. Player 2 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Looks to add more pressure by parrying the projectile. Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Can't tech the throw. Life lead opens up. Scrapping it up, springs forward with the drive rush. The super doesn't hit. Medium kick hits. Checks him with the projectile. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? They were not clear for takeoff. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in. Did well to get the buff in there. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. Breaks the block with a throw. Burnout activates. Not much luck. Uses the gauge for a super arc. A quick breather. Solid anti-air. Player 1 needs clutch anti-air. Player 1, Shin Ashogeki. Miskin closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Knockdown. Smart choice to use that attack to do chip damage and get the KO to take the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps? Caught in the cross-up. Tried a standard block and got hit with the cross-up. Neither of them willing to back off here. Checks with a medium kick. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Knockdown and long-range fireball to break the silence. Fires without warning. Shows a medium kick. Blocks the impact. Hopes with a medium. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. There's a burnout. This is going to hurt. Drops him hard. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical moment. Breaks through with a throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Drive boosted Hadouken. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves. Hold your breath. Player 2 creates a good heats it up with a combo into what a finish. Great lead in the life gauge there. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Grabs them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Rushes off the impact. Gets the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Oh! Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 is experiencing burnout. Good somersault kick. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. What'll have drive rush to keep it going? The low. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Burns out. This is critical. It closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Getting it all on the drive rush. Closes the distance. Not wasting any time spinning that meter. Connects with the throw. What now? Solid anti-air. Somehow manages cross-up attack. Cross that off. With more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Can this drive bring them back? No hesitation or regret. Hits them with that NSF double. Ooh, sends them a personalized telegram with that frightening critical arm. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? No way! Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Close range projectile. Sonic boom. From upstairs. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Neither of them willing to back off here. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air-to-air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Connects with medium kick. There's a wall spike. They can't do anything now. Takes a trick. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Somersault kick. Picks up the counter. Hits them with a stopping block. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Going in, checks him with the boom. Zones with the fireball. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Are we going to see a comeback here? This is so tense. They were not clear for takeoff. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. They are letting it fly from the get-go. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor uses their drive gauge? The match just started. It's anyone's game. Springs forward with the drive rush. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge change. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Ryu putting that MD and Ruben ass to work. Oh, here we go. There's the burnout. With an anti-air in the clutch. All over in a flash. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters.